What's up gamers, Fractured Soul here, and welcome to a very special video that I've been looking forward to doing for a long time. So E3 just released earlier today, well actually at probably about 4 this morning. Square Enix did their conference and they released a new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3, and this is pretty much just going to be a breakdown of that trailer. So all the little things that I've noticed in it, all the little things that I've seen and thought of, little theories I've come up with, and yeah, so I'm going to leave you guys with the actual trailer right now, then I'll jump into my little breakdown. So I'll see you guys after that.
Have you heard of the ancient Keyblade War?
Yeah, the Master's favorite story.
So, you know the Lost Masters. They're the ones who started the Keyblade War.
Never heard of them.
You can drop the facade. On that land shall darkness prevail and light expire. The future, it's already been written.
Who's to say I can't change it? And maybe light will prevail. There is more to light than meets the eye. You might be surprised.
Oh, I hope so.
So guys, you've just now seen the latest trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3 from E3 2015. I just want to jump straight into my video breakdown of the trailer right now. So at the start of the video you see a young Xehanort and a young Eraqus discussing the Lost Masters and how they started the Keyblade Wars. We're not exactly sure who these Lost Masters are yet, but I have a few theories, even though some of them may not really make sense. So the Lost Masters, who are some Keyblade Masters that we know of already? We know of, well, Aqua. Terra didn't technically become a Keyblade Master, but we can almost call him one, and we can also call Ven one. So Ventus, Aqua, and Terra, they're all lost at the moment in their own separate ways. So it could be referring to them, even though Eraqus and Xehanort wouldn't know anything about them at this point in time. Also, in the trailer they mention how there were other Keyblade wielders and other people with their abilities all over the world, and all over the other worlds. So there could be referring to another Keyblade Master that we don't know about yet and we haven't met or even heard of yet. So yeah, jumping into the actual start of the gameplay now, the game looks so beautiful, the vibrant colours, it seriously looks so nice compared to the previous games where it was all, not knocking the previous games, but colour palettes were quite dull even though they were still colourful. That's also because of the technology we had back in the PlayStation 2 days, and even with that 1.5 and 2.5, the colours weren't as vibrant as they could have been, whereas in KH3, Kingdom Hearts 3, the colours are a lot more vibrant. Also we notice that there are some more smooth movements, so walking around, and even now Sora can wall run, as we can see right here. Sora wall runs up this wall and does a little ledge grab and flips up there, so the movements are a lot more fluid and they're a lot more animated. Also we can see just here that there's a new form of Heartless, which looks like it's a water element Heartless. I'm not sure if that's correct yet, but going off how it moves, where it comes from, and its attacks, it looks like it's a water element. Sora can also, as you see here, jump over these logs. So that's another step forward with the animation in Kingdom Hearts 3. Sora uses a fire spell, but if you look above his head, there's a storm cloud that is raining following him. This could be a status effect maybe caused by one of these water element Heartless. I'm not really sure what these Heartless are, so that's why I'm just calling them the water element Heartless. But yeah, so there's a storm cloud above his head that's raining. That could be a status effect. It could slow his movement, it could dull his attack, it could dull his magic, it could do anything like that. I'm not exactly sure yet. Melee and magic now work a lot better together. It's a lot more fluid in the way it moves and like transitions between attacking with your Keyblade and attacking with magic. There's also more animations added in here, as you can see Sora climbing over a ledge and jumping across rocks, including a little roll. And there's also this. Yeah, you can kind of guess what that is. Anyway, there's also a new Heartless that looks quite a bit like a soldier from the previous Kingdom Hearts games, or even an air soldier, which is the flying variant. Also, you can see Sora does some kind of double jump like in Kingdom Hearts 2 when the Valor form has been leveled up, because as you guys will remember from Kingdom Hearts 2 and 2.5, you can level up the form, well, the drive gauge and the forms. And through leveling up the Valor form, you slowly increase your jumping ability. You can upgrade it 3 times, which gives him a triple jump as they call it. Also, this Keyblade right here looks a lot like the Star Seeker, which Mickey uses in Birth by Sleep and also you get in Kingdom Hearts 2. It looks like an almost upgraded version, so there could even be Keyblade upgrades in this game. We don't know yet. There is nothing confirming that, it's just one of my theories, but it's a good theory because think about it. That looks almost exactly like the Star Seeker, and it's just like got a few little differences. There's some more new Heartless that look, act, and move a lot like the Assault Rider from Kingdom Hearts 2, which are first encountered in the Land of Dragons, which is the Mulan world from Kingdom Hearts 2 and 2.5. They look so much like them, they even blow a trumpet like them, and they even charge like them. It's really quite strange that they've kept almost the same animations with a different Heartless. Also, right here you can see that there's a limit or a trinity being used. I'm not sure exactly what it is, it's most likely a limit, but it's using Sora, Donald, and Goofy all to use one special ability to attack at once. So obviously it seems like a limit or a trinity. There's some more wall running you can see used here in one of the Titan battles. So you may remember fighting the Titan from Kingdom Hearts 1 and 1.5, the Ice Titan from that, and you'll just remember the Titans from Hercules if you've seen the film. The Titans are I think there's 4 or 5 Titans that protect Olympus, but they're used to fight Olympus and blah 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 blah. I'm not going to go into that because that's getting off topic now. But there's 4 or 5 of them, and right here you can see him versing the Earth one, which has like rock and lava and stuff all going through it, and he's wall running towards it. Also, if you guys have played Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, you'll also recognize what this looks like right here. This looks like the flow motion that you can use in Dream Drop Distance, which is pretty much a wall running, wall jumping, spinning off poles, crazy stuff. It leaves this little streak behind you and allows you to do some crazy ass parkour stuff. And here he's using it to climb up the Titan. Another limit can be seen here, which is almost like a summon, because Sora summons this train, which we saw in the original trailer, well not the original trailer, but the original gameplay trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3. It looks like he summons it, so it's probably not like a limit, it's a summon ability which he uses to then go around and fight the boss. But it could also be a quick time event, as was in Kingdom Hearts 2 and 2.5 when you were versing the Hydra, when you summon the Pegasus and you were flying around and attacking it. Another cool thing that has so much hype around it is Sora's new outfit. You only see it briefly in this trailer, but we see Sora in his old clothes earlier on in the trailer and later in the trailer, which is his clothes from Kingdom Hearts 2 and 2.5, so that's a bit odd. But then again, that leads me to another one of my theories, which means there could be drive forms in Kingdom Hearts 3, or even different clothes and armor or outfits that you can find and equip that will upgrade your stats and give you different stats boosts. So for example, this one, because it's got the red, it might upgrade your fire abilities and Faraga and all that, or it might upgrade your attack or defense or something like that. So that's pretty damn cool. I hope they actually put that in there. Also, you'll notice right here that there's a new Kingdom Hearts world added, which is Tangled. If you guys have watched the film, you'll notice that tower, which is where Rapunzel is. And if you don't know what Tangled is, it's pretty much a new age version of Rapunzel. There's also some more new Heartless that we can see here. They look like little flowers or little dandelions mixed with sunflowers. They're crazy little plant guys. Sora also uses a new spell that almost looks like Aero from Kingdom Hearts 1. Aero was a spell that we used to protect you, and it could also damage some enemies when you walked into them. But here it's used to like just throw them up in the air and it deals heaps of damage to them. Also, as we see here, this, which we saw in the gameplay trailer, well, the first gameplay trailer, is that the Keyblade can shift or transform, or whatever you want to call it, into different forms. Here it transforms into the dual wielding pistols, which look a lot like Xigbar's guns. Xigbar was part of Organization 13. He was the sharpshooter. I don't remember exactly what he was called. It was like the lone shooter or something like that. But yeah, it turns into pretty much his guns, which is really damn cool. I'm really excited about doing that. But then, all of a sudden, as you'll see here, the guns transform into what looks like a rocket launcher or a rifle, and it fires off a massive burst of energy, taking out quite a few of the Heartless down on the ground. Also, the bigger Dandelion Heartless, I'm just going to call it Dandelion Heartless because that's what it looks like, summons even more Heartless. Sora once again shows off that Aero spell, which is seriously really cool. I'm looking forward to using that. Sora uses another limit, or summon, that we've seen before. We've seen it in the original KH3 gameplay trailer, which was the boat. This ship, or boat, like summon, or limit, is so cool. It's like one of the rides from Disneyland, which I've seen they've referred to Disneyland quite a bit in these trailers so far. Also, the last thing in this part of the trailer is Sora can actually slide, so they're adding in a few more things, so they're probably even going to add in sprinting, we never know, but he's sliding right now down this little hill, which shows that there's a lot more animation and a lot more abilities that we'll be able to use throughout the game. So in the second part of the gameplay, we return to Twilight Town, and we see Sora use his flow motion again, adding to my thought that they have added it into this game. Using flow motion, he launches himself up into the air, then returns back to the ground, firing the two guns that his Keyblade can shift into, at a big body Heartless is standing on the ground. Sora performs another limit, or summon, summoning teacups, similar to the ones that you would see in Disneyland. This could be a reference to Disneyland or to the Alice in Wonderland world. Will we get to return to the Alice in Wonderland world? We never know. Hopefully we get to, because that's a pretty cool world. It has one of my most hated bosses in it, but it's still a good world. Sora, Donald, and Goofy all use the teacups to attack. And then, after they've attacked separately, they form into this big spinning, like, almost Beyblade thing that just spins around and eradicates all the Heartless around them. Once again here you can see Sora's Keyblade changing again, which changes into a whole bunch of lightning bolts with a statue of Zeus in the middle, which then summons a Pegasus and a chariot, which Sora rides around on, shooting lightning everywhere, taking out all the Heartless all over the place. Now we return back to the chess scene again, with the young Xehanort and young Eraqus. Xehanort says, "On that land shall light expire and darkness prevail. The future has already been written." He then gazes at the Keyblade on the wall. This is the Keyblade that Master Xehanort uses when he's older and he's a super evil. So this could be like foreshadowing that he's going to be getting that Keyblade soon. We might even see like the younger story of Xehanort and Eraqus, which would be pretty damn cool to see what happened to what turned Xehanort bad, like super bad, and what turned Eraqus super good. Eraqus says, "Who's to say I can't change it? And maybe light will prevail. There is more to light than meets the eye." Transformers reference? I think not. This, I believe, is referring to Riku, and how he has been consumed by darkness yet still fights for the light. I believe that's foreshadowing Riku's story and going to like show us a bit more of what happens to Riku and what happened to him in the time he was away between Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Hopefully it'll tell us a bit more about that, because again, we don't really know much about what happened there. We only know a little bit. But anyways guys, that's the end of this little breakdown. There's a lot more information in this trailer. I just didn't get around to talking about it all and like ripping it all out of it. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3 just as much as I am. But anyways guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all of that stuff. You know what to do, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So catch you guys.